Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm checking out Louis Tomlinson, Walls. I know a few people have said I'm probably going to prefer his older stuff, but this was mentioned in the comments that, Noel Gallagher had a credit on it, which doesn't mean he's collaborated on the writing. I understand that, it's probably because it's Oasis-esque, and I'm just curious, I suppose, to know if it's hints at it or if it's, copying a little bit, copy of a copy of a copy, perhaps, which is, that's no big deal, man, because Noel is famous for taking stuff by other artists, little riffs, chord progressions, melodies, and in my opinion, making them into something special, something better, perhaps. I know he said he's been sued a few times, but I've also heard him say he would never sue anybody for ripping off one of his songs. I wonder if he, if he's still stuck to that. Something else to mind before we start is that the last reaction I did to Louis was a copy of a copy, and I recognised Michael on the guitar, and I've remembered since. The last time I saw him was about 4 years ago, and it was brief, and I wasn't in the best of shape at that moment in time. But he did mention that he was touring with Louis Tomlinson, but I had no idea who Louis Tomlinson was at the time, so that sort of passed me by. But yeah, Michael, man, it was always a fantastic guitar player, and just a top dude as well, man. Nice guy, But let's see what this is all about. Oh, Charlie Lightning, that's interesting, because he's directed some of Liam's solo videos, hasn't he? I think Liam Gallagher's. Let's just start it again. Get the full effect. I do love these cinematic videos, man. It's class. So this is giving like what Eyes Wide Shut vibes.
Nothing wakes you up like waking up alone.
This is nice.
All that's left of us is a cupboard full of clothes.
He looks like he's sitting on a wall there, on a chair. Is that what's going to be revealed? Because Liam did that in the... Which video was it? Live Forever, maybe?
The day you walked away and took the higher ground.
What's that? There's old Michael again. Got in the video. Cool.
Was the day that I became the man that I am now. But
oh yeah.
walls that came up short. Now I stand tall.
Yeah, that's an Oasis reference right there.
These high walls never broke my soul. I watched them all come falling down. I watched them all come falling down for you.
So this is nice, man. I mean, I'm not. It doesn't. There's not a particular Oasis song that springs to mind that it would be, ripping off or borrowing from or whatever. But it sounds nice, feels nice. It kind of reminds me of some of Robbie Williams' solo stuff, his earlier solo stuff. Maybe the way he's singing a little bit as well, because I think Robbie similarly went down this kind of route, in style, didn't he? When he left Take That. And I was listening to Robbie's Greatest Hits recently. Man, there's some great songs he's really done, isn't it? I really have ignored Robbie a lot, but man, there are songs, man, that are just incredible. I kind of want to go back and check out some of his earlier albums, which I did listen to when I was a teenager. First live show I ever went to was Robbie. Let's take it back a bit, you know. I don't want to interrupt an important bit.
I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down for you. For you.
The mix is good as well at this, I like it.
Nothing makes you hurt like hurting who you love. Amount of words will ever be enough. I looked you in the eyes, saw that I was lost. For every question why, you were my because. But these hard walls, they came up short. Now I stand tall within them all. These hard walls never broke my soul. And I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down.
See, I think this is nice, man. I'm expecting there's going to be like a middle eight or something, you know, bridge, as the Americans call it, coming up here, or a solo or something. But I mean, let's just take it back to the beginning, man, because I want to take this in. I think what I'm noticing so far here that's missing to me is a backing vocal or a harmony, you know. I think on this second sort of the verse chorus, you know, there could be that to lift it, you know. That's what Oasis would do, I suppose, you know. It's what most artists would do, which doesn't mean you necessarily got to do it, but
nothing wakes you up like waking up alone. And all that's left of us.
so yeah, it starts nice and sparse, man. Just acoustic, piano.
The day you walked away and took the higher ground was the day that I became the man that I am now. But these high walls, they came up short. Now I stand tall.
So now like the whole band's in, aren't they, you know?
These high walls never broke my soul. And I watch them all come falling down. I watch them all come falling down for you. For you. Nothing makes you hurt like hurting who you love.
Oh, so there's a bit of a backing vocal there, like slightly, isn't there? The hurting who you love. And the sound does change, the drums coming in and stuff is...
No amount of words will ever be enough. I looked you in the eyes, saw that I was lost.
I wonder what the symbolism of these faces and these masks are, you know. It's like wearing like tights on your head, like robbers or something, isn't it? You know, I guess it obscures your identity. Is that what they're getting at with it? I'm reading too much into it. It has got the eyes wide shut vibe, which is a funny thing for me to reference because I never actually watched that film, you know, but I've watched videos about that film.
I looked you in the eyes, saw that I was lost. question why you were mine because, but these hard walls that came up short. Now I stand tall within them all.
See, I think by now I'm just thinking, I feel like he could have given it a bit more oomph, you know. I'm interested to check out, I guess, his more recent stuff. But because people said he's sort of he's grew in confidence and stuff with his voice and all that, so...
For every question why you were mine
because on these bits here, it just feels to me like a little bit like he's just singing it, you know, like... Maybe he's nervous to get it to, I don't know, maybe he's afraid of showing off. Do you think that's possible? An acting teacher... Oh, battery's run out on this light. God, it only doesn't last long. Anyway, we'll just have to continue without it. It's an acting teacher said to me once, you know, that he thought I was afraid of showing off. And it might have been the best bit of advice he ever gave me, you know. But maybe he's too worried about getting it wrong. That's a thing as well. But I just feel like he could be pushing it a bit more, you know. Or whoever's producing him, you know, they could... I mean, maybe they tried it with backing vocals and it didn't work, you know, or with harmonies and it didn't work. But I just feel like it could be... There could be a bit more feeling or meaning either... in his voice, or I don't know what I mean, you know. I don't know.
saw that I was lost. For every question why you were mine because
he's got a lot of the right ingredients, like lyrically, and I can see what he's going for, you know. So how much of like a hit was this, you know? How big was this song? I mean, among the fans, like, how much do you dig this song, you know? Because it's a good radio-friendly tune, isn't it, you know? But is it a great song, you know? And I'm always banging on about, you know, what's the difference between a good song and a great song? And it's often the audience, isn't it, you know? But this isn't a great song. I wouldn't say so anyway, you know. I don't think it has got the potential to be a great song, but it's good, right, you know. I mean, they can't all be great, can they? Or they can't all be good, you know. And I think I've got some songs potentially are great, but there's other songs, man, I don't know if they're any good or not, you know. So you've just got to do it, man. As I've learned, you know, from like a decade of not doing it, but you know, I'm doing it again. Thank God. Okay, let's see where it goes now.
Thank you for what you did to me. Why is it that thank yous are so often bittersweet? I just hope I see you one day and you say to me, oh, oh. But these hard walls came up short. Now I stand tall within them all. These hard walls.
See, that's interesting there, man, because Michael and the bass player, they're singing backing vocals, but I don't know about you, I can't hear any, you know. I can't hear any. I'd be interested, I suppose, is there a documentary about, like, him making this record? This is his first record, is it? I'd be interested to know the behind the scenes, you know. Maybe I'll call Michael up and see if he can fill me in on some stuff. It's nearly there, man. There's just opportunities, missed opportunities, I think, to make this so much better, you know. So I suppose live, there must be backing vocals, right? If that's the way they're rehearsing it. Or that's the way they're doing it for the video, you know. So there must be... Is there any good live version of this I can check out? Because if there is, let me know, and I will do that as my next Louis one.
Nothing wakes you up like waking up alone.
Yeah, nice little end as well. I do endings like that quite a bit. See, I like that. So man, yeah, it's I'm interested to see what he's up to like now. His more recent stuff, his live stuff, because like I don't want it to seem like, you know, I'm slagging him off at all, you know, because making music is tough, innit, you know, and he's got more experience at it than I have, you know. He's been in one of the biggest bands around, right? So he's a dude, you know, I'm sure, you know, as they all are. So love and respect to him. But I guess that's just how I feel, you know, as like a music fan, you know. And it's only really through doing these reactions that I'm realising what I like and what I don't like, you know. Because, you know, well, articulating it, I suppose, out loud helps, you know, and having the conversation with you guys in the comments and that really helps. So yeah, I'm intrigued, man. Let me know what else I should be checking out. Have a great week. Love to you. I'll see you later.